Joan from Spring has a question about an AC runaround.
Well, she's confused by complexity, Tom.
Oh.
Joan writes to us, we built a home back in 2010, and 1.5 years ago, the first AC unit went out. Halfway through the extensive project, when I asked why it was taking so long, my husband told me the new AC unit is not compatible with our furnace, and the unit has to be rebuilt rather than replaced. I'm expecting a second unit to go out this summer, she says, and want to know your opinion on that comment. As a woman, I failed to understand something I've never heard of. We listen to you, by the way, she says, every Saturday, and so she's reaching out to you now.
Don't expect a unit to go out if it's still working. That's the first thing I have to say on the question. My units are 22, 23 years old, something like that. I do have to replace some parts and pieces, but they don't go out in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, she says it has to be rebuilt and not replaced.
Right.
Which is an odd thing, because if it went out and it has to be replaced, it has to be replaced. I don't understand the rebuilt unless they're putting a new compressor in it or something, which would be perfectly fine if it needs a few parts and pieces. I don't have a problem with changing parts and pieces. It's like a car. Do you need a starter or do you need a whole car? You know, you can replace the starter on a car or the alternator or whatever the case may be. And I guess that's not really real building, but it is replacing parts and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just needs some parts and pieces, and I'm not sure where she's going with this. I'd love to see, and I can't, hopefully, and I always ask people to get this, they write down everything they're going to do and hand it to the homeowner, and I'd love to see exactly what parts and pieces need to be replaced. I can't get that, because that's why I love people to call me on the show so I can ask them questions.
Sure.
But in this case, I think 10 years or less, I don't think she needs a new unit.
I think maybe she needs to get some quality time with Absolute Comfort Air.
I agree.
Because they specialize in keeping those old systems going, so that might be something worth considering.
It is close to my heart when they told me that.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
It really
and you're
is.
close to our hearts when you have questions. Go ahead and visit HomeShowRadio.com, get even closer. Fill out that form, send it in, and we'll answer it just like this. And we'll put it up on our YouTube channel. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Click that follow button so that you can, the bell, so that you'll know when new ones are posted. It'd be great for you to do that. That way you don't miss any new ones.